Hello my dear student, welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School channel. Myself Hina Patel going to teach you 5th standard mathematics. Already we had started with a chapter decimals and its applications. Already we had learned many things about the decimal numbers and in how we use practically decimals in our daily life. In the previous class we had learned that what are the equivalent fractions, what are like fractions. Today we will learn about unlike fractions and many things about the decimal. So we will see with some examples what are like decimals. Now today we will learn what are unlike decimals. So we will see with some examples, so it will be more easy to understand you. Here we are having some numbers, decimal numbers here. It is 456.23, or we can say it is decimal 456 decimal 23, or we can say 0.23, sorry. So it is 23. Here is 753.489. Why it is unlike? I will explain. First we will read this. Decimal numbers having a different numbers of decimal places are called unlike decimals. After the decimal points, the number of decimal places means number of digits after the decimal are different are called as an unlike decimal. We had learned in the like decimals there were two decimal places, 1 decimal places, 3 decimal places. In like decimal we had learned where both the numbers were having the same number place value, or we can say same decimal places. The 2, if we are having a 2 both the number, then it is said to be like. But we are comparing here these two numbers which are having a different places, decimal places. Here we are having 2 and we are having here 3, that is here 456.23, sorry, 23, and here is 753.489. So here 2 digits, here 3 digits, or we can say 3 places. So we can say these both are not like, means it is nothing but it is an unlike decimals. I think so you understood what are the unlike decimal. In short I will say, after the decimal there should be an equal number of digits or equal number of decimal places, then only it is said to be an like decimal. If it is having a different numbers of decimals places, then it is said to be unlike decimals. Now classify the decimals as a like or unlike. Already we had learned what are the likes, what are unlike decimal. Now we have to classify. Now whatever we had learned we will apply here to classify the decimals, like decimal or unlike decimal. Simple. Already we had learned that after decimal there should be a number of decimal place value is how many? We are having 1. Here we are having 2. So here it is 19.3, and the next decimal number is 25.73. Here we are having 2 digits, or we can say 2 places, decimal places. Here we are having only 1 decimal place. So it is not an like, so we write as an unlike decimal. What we write? Unlike decimals. Now we will compare this. After decimal 0.3, 0.3. I told in the previous class also, if the values after the decimal, if both the numbers are same, and after that the number of 0 value doesn't change, so can we say it is an like decimal? Yes, we can say it is like decimal, because here 0.3, here also we are having 0.3, then we are having the number of zeros, the value doesn't change, so it is known as an like decimals. Here, what will be here? 27.35 and 15.20. Here we are having a 2 digits, so we can say it is an like decimal. So in this way we have explained, or we can say the classification of this. So what are the like decimals and what are unlike decimals. So in this way we have find out what are like and what are unlike decimals. Now change into the like decimals. Now what is the meaning of change? Means we have to make, if the decimal is unlike, we have to make into like decimal by changing it. Here what it is? 56.8, we are having only one place, decimal place after the decimal number, decimal. Here we are having 2 places after the decimal. So what will be here? I will write here. Here will be 56.8. Here is 2. So I have to make it 2. So I will add 0 to make into like decimal. So another digit what I am having is 7.11. So what I had done? 56.80 and here is 7.11. Now after this decimal places we are having 2 digits, so we can say I had made into unlike decimals. So in this way we have convert, or we have changed given decimal into like decimal. Here we will see, after this decimal point 2 digits are there, we are having here 3 and we are having here 1. So maximum what we are having here 3 decimal places. So we have to make everything as after the decimal there should be 3 decimal places. So we will write here is 4.780. So after decimal we had done 3 decimal places. Here we will write 9.193, because already we are having 3, here also 3, here also 3, and now 10.300 we also made is 3 digits after the decimal. So in this way we had tried to make change into like decimal. Unlike decimals we had made into an like decimal. So in this way we had done. We will see one more example which I will write at the top, so you can see it and you can understand. Here is 2.5, here is 8.03, 7.352. Here we are having 3 digits, so we have to make these 3 and we have to make these 3. So what we write? 2.500, because we made it 3, 8.03 and 1 0 only we will add. So we had made it 3 and we will have the number which is given as a decimal number 352. So in this way we had written the answer of the given question, that change the into an like decimal, where the decimals were given in the unlike form. We had made into a like decimal by a very shortcut method which will help you to write the direct answer. Now using mathematical models, decimal is given, then it is given in the fraction form, and how you have to express the where one sign is given to you, so you can understand what is this sign. Yes, you are right, it is a comparison between this. Here one of the grid paper sheet which is having a grids, here also they are having a grids here. Here what it is, out of this 100 square boxes, here we also same 100 square boxes, here 30 parts out of hundreds are shaded, means 30 small boxes are shaded, here 40 parts are shaded. Sorry, it is 70 parts, here it is some mistake is there, here it is 70 parts are shaded. So how to write this in a decimal, then fraction. So by seeing the shaded figure, you can write there 30 upon 100, because already it is given 30 parts are shaded out of 100. So we had written, then what will be reduced? Yes, 0 get cancelled, 3 upon 2. You know the fraction should be written in the decimal form. Then how to compare? I will give a very shortcut method. This you know, you write here as 30 upon 100. By seeing the figure, you will write in this way, 70 upon 100. Now, if it is given in the decimal, we have to compare. We have to compare. So, you know, after the decimal point, there is also one digit or one place, decimal place. Here also we are having same. But can you say that which number is greater after the digit? 0.3 is greater or 0.7 is greater? Yes, you are right. 0.7 is greater, because here 70 parts are shaded out of 100. Here only 30 parts are shaded out of 100. So you can, in short, we can say that when it is given in the form of a decimal also, sorry, in the form of a fraction also, 30 upon 100. If it is given comparison, 70 upon 100. Now you can see which is greater. Here, because 70 parts are shaded, so it is greater. And if it is written in the decimal form, which is by reducing, what we had done? We had reduced. Here also we have reduced 0, 0. So it is written as 3 upon 10. We are having comparison, and again 7 upon 10. How you will write? If it is given both the denominators are same, so you can do any operation. Now it is more easy to compare which number it is greater is 0.7. Now if it is given in the decimal is 0.3, comparison 0.7. Now we are having the same digits, number of digits after the decimal point. Now we are having 1 digits, but the number is 0.3 and 0.7. Which is greater? 0.7 is greater. So we have to give a greater sign to this. So my dear student, you can, if it is given in the fraction form, you can reduce, and if it is given in the decimal form, you can find out by seeing the digits after the decimal point. So you can compare it. Now we will see 2-3 examples here. Insert greater, smaller or equal. Here 0.54, 0.54, 0.56, which is greater? 56 is greater. So because we have a 2 digit, here also 2 digit. 0.74, 0.793. Here we are having 2 digits, here we are having 3 digit. Here 74, you can in the mind you can read, but it is 74. You can see here 79 in the mind. So which is greater? 79. So it is 793 is greater. Here 0.034, 0.043. Here we are having the same number of digits after the decimal. Now we have to compare. We have a 0 here also, 0 here. Then we have to go to the next digit, which is greater. 4 is greater or 3 is greater? Obviously 4 is greater, so it is greater sign here. Now here after decimal, 2 digit, 3 digit, it is 3 to 1, here is 9, 7. When you compare this only 2 digit, it is 3, 2, here is 9, 7. You know which, after decimal 1 digit we have to compare, and we can say this, which is greater. So These are 2-3 examples are given. You try to solve this example. So I had given you small trick to you how to compare the decimal by seeing the number of digits after the decimal and find out the which number is greater after the decimal, and you can find out the greater digit or smaller digit very easily. Now arrange in ascending and descending order. I had taken the question both in the same together. What is ascending order? You know very well, because we had learned from the first or second standard what are ascending. There we are having a whole number. Today we are going to learn decimal numbers. Arrange these decimal numbers in ascending and descending order. First what we will do? We will compare first. Ascending means the smaller number should be the first, then the greater number should be will come later, and the vice versa is nothing but descending order. What is the number? 5.707, 5.07, 5.7, 5.007. Now if I make this all the decimal into like fractions, it's also easy, it's also okay. And if I just compare and if I write ascending and descending order, that is also work out. I will show you for both the things. Now here I am having 3 digits, here 2 digits, here 1 digit, 3 digits. First we will try to write in a like fraction. 5.707. I will write in vertically, so it will be more easy to understand. Here is 5.070, 5.070, 5.007. Now my dear student, you can understand, you can find out which number is smaller and which number is greater. Now you can see 5.7, we are having 5.7. Which is greater number? First we will see the greater number. Which is greater? This will be in the 1, this will be the 2. What is this? Here we are having 0.70, here we are having 007. So which will be greater? This will be greater and this will be 0. After the decimal, number of zeros increases, the values goes on decreasing. Why I had done this? So many students, the concepts are not clear, they can clear their concept and they can write. Now I will write as an ascending order. As what is my ascending means, first I have to go for lower number, then I have to go for higher number. So what is the lower number here? Smaller to bigger is an ascending. So what is my lower number here? Number of zeros after the decimal is always a lower, because I am having here 2 zeros, here we are having 1. So ascending order, here we are writing the first lowest decimal number, which is 5.007. The next number is 5.07. The next number, third number is 5.7 and fourth number will be 5.707. Why I had showed you this all like, so it is more easy to compare. It is no need to write this is your, all is your rough part. Just I had taken the fractions and I have tried to arrange this. I can check here, my fourth number is 5.007, third 5.07. Yes, why I had done? Because to make it like fraction, 5.7 will be the higher than this and the last will be 5.707. So ascending means we have to write first lower, then we have to go to highest number. So in this way we written. What is the vice versa? It is an descending order. So what we have to write? First we will write a large number and then we have to write a greater number. So you can write in the reverse form as 5.707, 5.7, then 5.07 and 5.007. So in one example sum only we have tried to solve both the ascending and descending. If you are convenient or if you know, you can write directly, no need of this rough word. I had showed you because if there might be any confusion to some students, they can get the concept very clear. So what is ascending? What we do in the regular number, smaller the number first, then we have to go for higher number. So ascending and descending, we had seen that. Now we will see additions of decimals. Here we have to find out some rules. What is additions of decimal? Step by step we will learn and then we will try to solve some examples of it. Here it is given that additions of a decimal numbers is just like adding a whole number. It's like a whole number. You know whole number, how you are adding 34 plus 56. Similarly, just we have to take care of your decimal point. In order to add decimal numbers, we follow some simple steps. The steps we will follow, so it will be more easy to add the given decimal number, or we can say it is more easy to do the addition of a decimal. So step number 1, write the numbers according to the place value chart. You know, we had seen in the when starting of a chapter what is place value chart. We have to write after the decimal, it should be 10th, 100th, 1000th, whatever it is. Just recall the place value chart, imagine it, and then we have to write that given number. Then second step, see that the decimal point falls on the decimal line. We have to see the decimal point should be in a line form, means it should fall one below the other. In the simple language we can say, or it should fall on the decimal line. Already we had showed on the chart table, place value chart table, where we have written the decimal point. Third step is addend the may or may not have a digit for every column. Yes, we had seen with the example when we were filling the chart table. So it may or may not be in each and every column we may have a number. So add 0 wherever there is no digit in the end column. Means after the decimal, if there is no digit, you can add a 0, or you can add the 0 in the whether you don't find the digits in the chart value table of a decimal. So just we have to follow this all the steps and we have to find out the additions of decimal. Now by seeing this, it will be more clear to you. One example is given here. Add 22.25 and 35.4. Without carrying over sum, it is very simple, so you can add directly. See, I had given you chart value table, but when you are doing some additions, you can write at the top of this. So no need to form a table every time. Just you have to understand this. So I had given this the chart value table. Here 22.25, you know this your ones and tens, so we have written up to the tens, ones. Here is decimal point, this is 10th and this is 100th place value. So 22 I had written as 22, decimal, under the decimal I have to put the decimal, then 2 is 10th and 5 is 100th. 2 is the 10th and 5 is in 100th place. So we have written 22.25. Second number is add, here it is 35. So again we will write as a 22, 35, put the decimal point. After the decimal point there is a 4. So after the decimal point there should be 4. Now the last step which we have to follow in addition, that was given that if you don't find a digits In addend you can add the 0. So I had written 0. If you write the 0, it's okay. If you don't write the 0, it's okay. Just now it is a sum is adding them, so we have to add them. So 5 plus 0 is 5, 2 plus 4 is 6. Write decimal as a decimal, it should be in a line form or it should be one below the other. And here 2 plus 5 is 7, so we write 7, and 2 plus 3 is 5. What you find here is nothing but we do a normal additions what we are doing with a whole number. Thus on adding these two numbers 22.25 and 35.4, we get as 57.65. So this is a very simple addition of the 2-digit numbers. Here we have to write that what are the values or place value chart, so it will be more easy to understand how to add the given decimal numbers. Here we are having some examples here. It is add. I will show you 1-2 examples here, so you will understand the concept of this addition. So here we have only whole number as 30. Here we are having 1 as a whole number, plus 0.2 is given in the decimal. Here is we are having 0.08 in the decimal. Now just pay attention, I will show you just in the vertical form of addition. Here whole number I am having 30. I don't have any what we say 10th or 100th, so I have written as a 0 in addend. Already we had learned about the rules of addition. Then second number is a whole, I will write as a 1. I can't write here 1 because if it is nothing is there, I should write 0. So it will be 10, the value change. So I will write 1 decimal point and 0, 0. Then 0.2 under the decimal I have to put the decimal. After decimal, that is 2, I will write here 2. I can put here 0. Plus here 0.08 under the decimal, it should be decimal. Here is 0 and here it is 8. I'll put a line if I don't find any number. Already we had learned in the rules it should be written as 0. So it will be more easy for addition of this. What just you have to take care of a decimal point, it should be in a line form, or in simple language we can say it should be below one another. So we will do the normal addition of this. 0 plus 8 is 8. Here is 2 and here is 1. I should write here decimal under decimal, and I don't have anything here, so here it is 31.28. If you are writing in the chart table, you can write here ones, tens, it is 10th, it is a 100th. But when it is given a simple example, add, so in this way we have to do the addition of a number. So hope so, my dear student, you understood this, the number addition of a number, how we write the step by step. Already we had learned the rules of addition of a decimal, and we had learned 3 steps. All the steps we have to follow for the addition of a given decimal numbers, and we have to find out the correct answer for the given number. Hope so, my dear student, you understood this. Try to solve example related to this from your textbook. We will see some more example in the next class. Thank you very much.